talk to you?
Of course. What do you want to tell me?
I know who took the jewel.
Why don't we go sit at your table?
Oh, you could stay here if you want to.
It's okay. We'll go sit at her table.
What's gonna happen to the person that took the jewel?
Well, people who steal usually go to jail. But if you confess, I can help you.
What do you mean if I confess?
I know you took the jewel, but I also know you didn't do it by yourself.
If you knew, why didn't you say something?
Anyone who hides their sin doesn't succeed, but anyone who confesses their sin finds mercy.
So you were just waiting for me to admit that I did it? How did you know I didn't do it by myself?
Samantha's a good thief, but that security system would have been way too much for her to handle on her own. Most people don't even know where the jewel's hidden. I mean, not only would you have to know where the jewel's hidden, but you'd also have to know the security system and how to get around it. Who would know that information? I mean, you'd have to be somebody who worked with him for a long time, I guess.
Fine. I helped the girl. I mean, I really didn't like what Benedict had done. I mean, I'm sorry. After I heard your story, I knew what I did was wrong. I was so focused on myself and what he did to me that I forgot to see how generous he was with others. Are you gonna arrest me?
So, Franklin and Samantha did it.
Wow, you are really good. So are you gonna arrest the two of them?
Well, there's just one last question. How did they pay for it all? I mean, a job like that would have been expensive. The type of equipment you'd need to pull off that kind of heist would cost a lot of money. Samantha doesn't have that money. And Franklin said he squandered all his away. So, who would have enough money to pay for it all?
I did it. I paid for it all. I hired that thief. I didn't realize that she would grow a conscience. And I didn't think I would grow a conscience. I was just so angry and worried about money. I realize now that I focused on money and not my husband. And I just thought that if I hurt him that I'd feel better. But I was wrong.
Nobody's going anywhere. We have reason to believe that one of you have stolen the jewel.
Detective?
I think there's been a mistake.
Mistake? I don't think so. Who are you?
You sure the jewel's actually missing?
Trying to be funny?
The jewel is where it's supposed to be.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Mr. Benedict called the station and said who he may have thought have stolen the jewel. And guess what? Those people happen to be in here, and I'm not going anywhere until we figure this out.
Yes, Sergeant Domingo here. You can go ahead and cancel your investigation. All units back to headquarters, please.
Well, looks like we got to the bottom of this.
What is going on here?
All I know is that the jewel is back into the owner's possession, and it looks like my investigation is done.
How is that possible if I just gave you the diamond?
Go, and sin no more.
Thank you. I know I don't deserve it, but thank you.
I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Why didn't you arrest them? You know they stole the jewel. I thought you were a detective.
Like I said all along, they're no more guilty than you are, Martha.
No, they are more guilty. They stole the jewel. I didn't.
Well, you might not have stolen the jewel, but you do have sin in your life.
But it's not like stealing a jewel bad.
Everyone's sinned. Everyone's guilty. There's no one who measures up to God's glory. And remembering that will help keep you in a place of being thankful for all He's done for you.
When you put it like that, I guess you're right. I do put things ahead of Jesus. Oh, I was so judgmental towards those diners. I should probably be more loving toward my sister, too. Can I get you more coffee?
Sure.
You know what? After all this time, I don't think I ever got your name. I never did see any of those diners again, but I know all of us had been changed permanently. One decision can change your life. I would hope that this change wouldn't just be for me or the other diners, but it would be for you too. Jesus is in your life, just like He came into mine, and no matter how old or young you are, He knows you. And even with all our mistakes we have made, He forgives you and He loves you. The only thing we need to do is accept that gift. And the day you do will be the day your life will change, just like mine.